Hey everyone, my name is Nathan Payne. Welcome back to another episode of Blu Ocean Crypto. So today I want to go over some advanced tips and tricks when doing the air strategy in Heroes of Mavia. I've actually had some mixed feedback from some of you guys. Some of you are saying, hey, it's not working for me. I've had a few people say they're absolutely crushing it. So there seems to be a bit of a disconnect with how to actually engage the attack, how to properly deploy. And I just want to spend a little bit of time breaking that down so you guys can have a proper understanding, because I am smashing everything, even bases with leveled up defenses, you name it. I'm having no problem. Now, am I getting the occasional 1-star? Yeah, it doesn't 3-star every base, but it's like 8 to 9 times out of 10. And when I don't get the 3-star, I'm just dropping Nira to clean up. So without further ado, let's jump right in.
I want to play.
Okay, so I'm just going to go through 3 attack replays here and kind of break down what I'm doing. But the very important part, and I'm just going to pause it here because this is a good example of kind of an awkward base, right? Like he's down here, his base is kind of squished to the bottom. There's a lot of opening on the top. So I want to show you guys how I'm going to do this deployment. So you can see I'm coming in from the bottom right away, but I'm trying to come in tight from the top. And then immediately I'm getting my Skyfires in behind and then following up. Now, yes, I'm pushing from the bottom a little quicker than the top, but it's because I'm trying to squish down into the center of the base. So when you have these off-center bases and they're squished to one side, generally this is how I recommend you do it. Drop on the squish side first, immediately follow up with the other side. Now, I could have done it the other way too. I could have started from the top, waited for the timing a little bit, but I wanted to move into the base and come at it properly. So that was how I did it. Now, it really is about deploying quickly. And let's just come back over here. We'll take a look at the next one. Now, this is another good example, and the reason why I'm just going to pause it. You can see we've got trash on the left, top left, bottom left side. Nothing, no trash on the right, bottom right, top side. But once again, I'm trying to time things going in. Now, I'm also looking at what's in the base, right? We can see we have the 4 anti-air right here. So really, if I want to get this going even, I need everything to kind of converge right around here in the dead center. So let's just watch my deployment on this one. Pulled out some mines there, which is good. Now I'm immediately following up with the Skyfires. I was a little heavier on the Skyfires on the bottom left because I wanted the trash to go down quickly. Now I'm doing the left side. So I'm always looking at how am I going to be converging into this base? And you do get better and better and better the more often you practice these attacks. But it really is about timing. You're trying to get all the whales and Skyfires to converge simultaneously. And yes, it's easier when it's this nice box base and you can kind of time all the whales to perfectly center. But I want to show you some of these bases where it's like, easier to come in on one side, trash on the other. You're still just making a snap judgment call of figuring out, oh, well, if I drop them here with this much distance, then this one I drop closer, I'm going to converge at the right time. So we're going to do the same thing. Let's take a look over here. Go to this next one. It's really about the timing. And if you can get this timing down, it's really good. And I wanted to show this one because it's actually a version of my base. So you can see I'm deploying rather quickly. Now let's pause. I would argue that these top few whales should have been a little closer in because it looks like the bottom is moving a little faster than I would like. However, because I did it so quick, you're going to see when I follow up with the Skyfires, it's going to be okay. And another thing is, I know the top is a little heavier because we've got the anti-air, the rocket tower, just a lot. And then there's double anti-air over here. It's not necessarily bad that these couple whales are a little bit delayed. So then we're following up with the Skyfires immediately. I'm getting in really close with the Skyfires right after. It's also good to watch for traps. So you can see now things are moving in rather cleanly. I am a little worried about those top Skyfires, but even still, they're tanking properly for the whales. Looks like everything's just moving in exactly as we wanted it, except that bottom anti-air did get the best of us a little bit, but we've got enough to smash it.
I want to play.
So guys, just be careful with your deployment. Sometimes I like doing 3 fingers. Like if we got a base like this, I'll drop 6 whales at the same time, then do the next one, then I'll do 6 whales, then 1. But I like doing the tapping all the way around because I'm getting good enough at judging where I need to drop them to really get them to converge properly. And then you can see I use my multiple fingers to do the Skyfires really quickly. You cannot individually tap the Skyfires. You're not going to be able to get the Skyfires down fast enough to be able to protect your whales. Your whales can only take so much tanking. You need the Skyfires to get in there immediately. So I can do the single tap with the whales, 4 on each side, or I can do the multi-tap, but then immediately I'm tapping the screen with as many fingers as I can, sometimes all 10. I'm generally using 8 to get all the Skyfires down because that's what's going to rush in and really take out the base super fast. So it's just about timing the deployment so the whales converge together and then getting those Skyfires in as quickly as you can. Now, one disclaimer, watch out for some of those air mines. Sometimes if you see an air mine about to trigger, don't send all your Skyfires right in behind the whale to also get caught by the bomb. You could actually wait a second and then do the Skyfires. You'll get really good at this if you continue to practice. It just takes practice. Do the deployment. You could even practice on your own base in the base editor, but this is my go-to strategy. I'm having no problems with bases. And like I said, I'm attacking near max bases at this point and still getting 3 stars. So just keep at it. Just keep practicing. Practice the timing of deployment of the whales, trying to make sure that they converge at the base at the same time. See how quickly you can get all your Skyfires down. Now, there is another tip that I didn't need to show you in this video, but I want to mention it. When you do get to the max 300 troop capacity, you can actually save 10 Skyfires and your Mira as an emergency oh shit button. So that basically if your whales and 100 Skyfires don't quite finish the base, maybe there's a little bit left, the enemy Mira will still be triggered. So you can drop your Mira at the corner of a base with those 10 Skyfires. Once the enemy Mira comes over, you'll wreck the enemy Mira and then go in and clean out the base. That has saved me a couple near misses and is a real good pro tip. Okay, guys, looking forward to hearing about your guys' testing of this. And if you have any problems, questions, comments, definitely let me know down below. Also, feel free to join us in our Discord. We can help review some attacks, give a little bit of coaching. I'm always happy to discuss air strategy with you guys. Okay, thanks so much for being subscribed to the channel. It really makes a big difference. And we'll catch you all in the next video. Cheers.